Hello, welcome back to another TNT Run video. I'm going to talk about my mental journey in this episode. Maybe that'll take some time, but by mental journey, I kind of mean like how I view like my worldview shift, but also how I view life and how I view what I do in life, because it's like I find my time a lot more important now than I did before. I'm trying to be a lot more efficient with my time, not just in the sense that I don't want to waste any time, but also in the sense that that I don't do things that I don't need to do, which I guess is wasting time either way, isn't it? Good job, me. It's a great way to start it off. Yeah, so I'm talking about this because, well, it is a topic of interest, of course, like all the other topics are. But basically, the reason why I'm talking about this at this particular episode is that my pre-recording's around 5 weeks ahead, so I don't want to talk about something that's going on right now because it'll be irrelevant, and I don't want to talk about something in the future that might change or hasn't been decided. Well, if there's something I haven't decided yet, I can talk about that, I suppose. No, there's no reason why I couldn't do that, but really, the daily quest is so easy. They should really make that harder. Yeah, I just said they should make that harder. I don't know. Wow, that was terrible. But, yeah. So basically, I was raised in a Christian home, specifically a Lutheran home. It's a mainline Protestant denomination in Christianity, and that identity specifically is very important to me because Lutheran Christian identity is different than American evangelical identity, because American evangelical identity is constantly changing with almost the culture, which isn't how church is supposed to work, but yeah, but it's just because Lutherans use the ancient liturgy of the church, the liturgy that's been used for basically a couple millennia now, and because of that, I really think the identity is important. So, wow, 2 popular mimosa skins. Something tells me they're not. They're in a party or something, and I don't have a popular mimosa skin. Don't you dare. Yeah, so this identity is important to me. And like growing up, I mean, you don't think about things too much really until you get into your teen years. Generally though, if you're brought to church in your young years, all the way through up until adulthood, you'll stay in the church if your parents are very dedicated, especially if you were to do things like daily devotions and things like that, which my parents never did. But basically at the time of confirmation, which is basically a year where you learn, where you take a class basically once a week, where you learn all the things you need to know about the catechism, the creed, the Lord's Prayer, the confessions, and yeah, after that my parents just stepped back and stopped going pretty much. Maybe just Easter and Christmas, you know, and that's really what a lot of people have done nowadays. So after that, I mean, I kind of was like, okay, well, my parents are telling me this isn't important anymore, so for whatever reason, I guess I'll just accept that, because I mean, I'm only like 12, 11, 13, I think I was actually 11, and I wasn't really, at that point, concerned with my faith at all. I didn't really understand why we went to church every week, and that's something that you should always talk about. You should always ask questions. You should always know what's going on, because what if you're actually in a dangerous religion like that of Scientology, or that of well, I'll go so far as to say the Mormons or the Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't usually like to bash them, not because they're allies or because they're Christians, because they're not, but because I don't want to alienate viewers for a petty reason like that, I guess. Because I do think they're a cult. So anyways, yeah, so basically in that time, there was around 2 years or so, no, 3 years. And during those 3 years, you know, I kind of just stopped thinking about it in terms, like, I still wanted to marry somebody. And, like, when I thought about the distant future, who held the same beliefs as me in that respect, but I didn't actually hold the beliefs, you know what I mean? Because we're still members of this church, and we still go to this church a couple times a year. I still commune at this church a couple times a year. So, you'd think that, I mean, well, I don't know what you'd think. Maybe I'd hold those beliefs, maybe I wouldn't. Who even knows? Wow, I did not get the full... Actually, I did get, like, the full length of the post. What am I complaining about? I thought those were 3 minutes and 20 seconds, not 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That would explain a lot, because they're kind of broken. So, yeah, in those 3 years, I basically kind of went the secular route. I never went full-blown agnostic. I knew what was good for me. And I even had a crush on another Christian girl, but one that moved away a long time before my parents stopped going. So I don't know why, because I had no way to communicate with them whatsoever, and really no connections to them until they were placed. Their family was placed nearby us, like 4 hours away. That's quite a ways, but you know what I mean. And yes, she did end up knowing that I liked her. That did not go very well, and that relationship was a failure, so. Not because of me particularly, just because of some sin issues that should not have happened, but let's not go there. So basically, when I was around 15 or so, I asked my grandma if she would take me every week, because my grandma would still go every week, and she'd go alone every week, which is kind of sad, considering we could go every week. My parents just chose not to, which is pathetic, because that's not how either of them were raised, and when they're both raised the same, they should be, you know, I mean, I guess they were always kind of soft, but yeah, so I started going again, and now that's where I'm back. That's where I'm back home now. Basically, I went the secular route for a while. You know, I had doubts, but you know, now I have a lot of friends that are like-minded, and what's great about that is that I can talk to them about anything. When you're like-minded with somebody, you can talk about anything with them, and it's amazing, right? Because they agree with you. And I love that. That's special. You know, you need people in your life that are like-minded in order for you to remain the same. Because everybody is kind of constantly trying to change each other, you know, and you need a safe haven in a way. Like, maybe it's not the case for everybody, but like, if there was not a Lutheran church near me, would I still be a Lutheran? If I would go, like, I don't really have any other option, do I, except for be something else. I could go to a different type of Christian church, but then I wouldn't be a Lutheran. But then I could move and be a Lutheran. But would I still be a Lutheran after all those years after moving? Would I? Like, that's debatable, right? Oh, great. Oh, that's even better. I did not think I clicked that twice, and that was my last double jump. Great. This map always nice. This map always takes a long time. Interesting achievement. This game fills up so much faster than it did before summer. Before Corona, for that matter. So I guess I should take advantage of this and record a bunch of videos. But it is really only a comfort that it fills up quickly, because TNT Run always fills up. It doesn't matter what hour of the day or what time of year. It's never died below like 40 people. And that's all you really need. There's a couple games going at once. You don't need a bunch. So now that I'm back here with my Worldview, you know, I have all these friends that truly do care about me, and I wish I never did fall away from it, but at the same time, does it really matter once I'm back to it? I don't know. just the way I see it. The problem with being back to it is now I'm constantly disagreeing with my family about everything, because well, they've changed. I haven't, in that respect. No, it's annoying when things like that happen. I just don't really know what to think of it. Yeah, basically. And like really value in weekly church attendance for me is, and doing that and going to Bible study and stuff is very it's helped me mentally a lot too. It's not about just the spiritual side, it's about life and salvation. It's not about, you know, because your hope is to be saved. You don't deserve to be. You can't be perfect. You'll never be perfect. Everybody's broken. You know, and the false impression that many get is that people in churches think they're perfect, which is not true. Maybe some people almost sound like that. That can happen, you know. You do have some bad people in there sometimes that don't talk the right way. I don't know. They just, their choice of words isn't the best. And, you know, that causes problems. Oh, I'm running out of blocks. No. I'm out of jumps. I'm not gonna win this one either. Wow, the player base is getting better too. Because I'm not bad at this game. I mean, last game before this one looked like I was. I'm not gonna live for that long, so I might as well just splash it now. No, you never know. What the heck? I'm so good at this. Not really. I'm just trying to get every block. Okay. I need to play this more so I can get the block runner achievement. No, what the heck? Okay. I accidentally was holding shift there, so the pause didn't work. But I joined a full game anyways, so who cares? that was like a second. Literally like a second. Okay. Yeah, so that worldview change is basically the most important thing that's happened in my life. Is that I actually kind of have a bit more of a conservative Christian worldview than my parents do. You know, I have friends that agree with me. And, I mean, it seems like this, too, because my mom isn't pro-life. I mean, she says she's pro-life, but then she says it's a woman's choice, as long as nobody interferes with the woman's choice. And it's like, that's not pro-life. You know, and I'll do an updated video about the abortion debate, because I've learned a lot more about the abortion debate. Well, maybe I won't do an updated video. I don't know, because there's only one video a week I can do to talk about this, because I'm trying to focus on quality rather than quantity. You know, and that doesn't mean I'm going to edit extensively. It just means I'm going to focus. I'm going to be a lot better at commentating in what I do record and upload. And, yeah, because I don't usually have to re-record TNT runs either, unless if I do really bad and I'm embarrassed that I don't want to upload that. Which, I mean, has happened before. It hasn't happened since when I did last video, or this video. The videos before last video were all older videos, just so you know. I mean, I'm sure you probably have figured that out already. If you're one of my friends, you'll know that for sure. If you're somebody that just popped into my channel and subscribed recently because of one of the 10-hour videos, which has blown up on my channel, then you won't have any idea, because, I mean, unless if you look at the date on the right corner, but most people don't do that. There's just somebody that keeps commenting and saying they like my voice, and I really appreciate that, because I used to not be able to stand my voice, but, you know, puberty comes around, gets deeper, we're all good. We're all good now. It's funny to watch my old videos. Go ahead and do that. The Mega Walls and Blitz playlist specifically. I also used to swear a bit, and that's not good. No, and that's another thing. You can see my worldview change on my channel over time. If you've been one of my online friends, too, and if you've just been a viewer on my channel, like the whole time that I've been uploading, because my first video was in 2015. You can see that I've changed a bit. Even though I still look the same. I've looked the same my whole life. I don't really change that way at all. But I'm sure, well, not really. Okay, the pots are kind of delayed. I also don't have game sounds working, so... I mean, that's fine for TNT Run, because what game sounds are there, really? Okay. Oh, that was my last double jump. Aw, that was close. I'm gonna try to keep these under 20 minutes, though. For the most part, because... I don't know. It's a good idea. It's being considerate, you know. Yeah, and this is a perfect Saturday to record too, because nobody else is really home right now. And yeah, during the COVID era, nobody's home. How does that even work? Jeez, though, my bitrate on this is high. It says the video is already 28.8 gigabytes, and it's only 16 minutes long. That's just crazy. You know, once I render it out, it's a lot smaller, and thank goodness it is, because it takes a lot of time to upload something that's 1 gigabyte. Like, it takes me around 30 minutes. Well, that's not bad. I meant to say it takes a long time for it to upload something that's like 10 gigabytes. Then I moved to 1 gigabyte, and that's why. I just times that by 29 now. Well, it's 29.7. What the heck? It goes up so quickly, and I should stop looking and play the game. Okay, just times it by 30, because that's where it's at now. 30 minutes times 30. That's a long time, isn't it? And the video has to process, and it'll take 30 times longer to process when it's 30 times the size as well. Although I don't think it's a perfect scale factor, because it also depends on video length, not solely bitrate. Bitrate would make it take longer to upload, but processing might not work quite that way. Might have to do more so with length. But maybe bitrate to some extent, because it's processing the quality, the HD version and the SD version. The SD version processes first, so I can't imagine how long it would take to process once we have like 32K videos, because it would take a long time to process a 32K video. And it's good that I pre-record them, because it takes YouTube around 24 hours for them to process one of my videos, like one of my own videos, not a re-upload, but my own videos. Because of the quality that I record them at. I record them at such a high quality that it's insane. It just takes a long time to process. If I didn't pre-record them and I uploaded this today, say I started uploading it today, you'd get a non-HD version of it to start. That's annoying. Would not want that. Oh. Maybe I can win this one, because I still have a decent amount of double jumps. There's a lot of room down here. There's a lot of blocks. So you kind of have to get lucky with the good players not being here, because then like it's hard to talk and play at the same time. So that's why I do this, is because I'm actually fairly decent at the game. Here are the last two people. Just wasted a double jump, so he'll probably die. Hopefully he'll die. It's a great way to look at it. Okay. I don't like how you can't get the potion to actually say 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Wait, is it 30 or... Oh, it's 30. So, like when you actually splash it, you can't get it to say what it is, because it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so as soon as it's splashed already, it lost... probably a couple milliseconds at least. Yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about that, but... Okay, great. We're wasting double jumps. Oh, he did this to me. Smart. Need to find a way to cut him off. Or don't, because I ran out of double jumps again. Nice! Okay. Thanks for watching this TNT Run video about my worldview and I guess random stuff. Wow, nice. Automaga walls. Great. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you around still. Bye.